Let's talk a bit about pressure, because we know that pressure and sports at the highest level are very linked, and the champions are the best to handle the pressure. And
Yes. You
and
have to
I
have a
guess,
relationship with pressure. You know, Patrick,
yeah,
if you have a relationship with pressure, then you know that pressure is just a moment of winning and success. You have to have those moments of fear, you know, because fear, like I was saying before, that fear that God gave us allow us to achieve accomplishments that we normally can't accomplish under circumstances that fear is not involved. Fear is a great motivator for life, I believe. It's an enhancer.
it's a great answer.
And it's your
Um,
friend as well. If you control fear, it could be your friend. Because if you don't control it, it can kill you and everybody around you. But if you do control it, it can feed you, it can heat you up, and it can do so many amenities for you. It's just your perspective of fear.
yeah. So talking about fear, how did you feel just before the match? Because sorry, the match, my tennis life, before the fights, were you scared? Were you confident? And how did
Hey,
you deal with these expectations?
this is really interesting that you asked me that, Pat. I'm a chicken kind of guy. Really, I'm really a panicky guy. And I'm over before fights, I'm sweating and everything. I'm back. I'm
Hi,
back.
hi
I'm
again.
back. How you doing, man? This is crazy, this phone system.
It's crazy, but you see, this is a story of your life. You always come back, and you always come back
Yes.
stronger.
God willing, yes.
Okay, so we're talking about the pressure and about how you were feeling just before entering the ring for a match. And I asked you if you were scared, and how did you feel?
Yeah, I'm always nervous and scared. I just never understood that. I go to the ring, I'm totally confident, but before I get in the ring, I might drop dead of a heart attack. And you know, I panic before a fight, but this is what I know from experience.
How
Even
do
though
you?
I'm afraid of my opponent, I found out he's more afraid of me than I am of him. And once I found that out, it was game over.
Oh,
Because I
so
know the
that's how
power of fear. Like we
that's how
explained
you.
before, I know the power of fear and what it can do. It is never to be underestimated.
And how do you deal with the pressure? Because when I say pressure, I'm not talking so much about the opponent, more about the expectations. Because when you're the greatest, when you're number one, everyone expects you to win all the time, and this is the
All right, Pat.
highest pressure possible in life
All
when you
right,
don't have
Pat,
the right
check
to
this
fail.
out, Pat. You know what pressure is? Pressure is not being hit. Pressure is the thought of being hit. And the thought of being hit is a million times worse than actually being hit. And that's what pressure is. The thought of failing is pressure.
I understand. Yeah, I mean, I think all the champions are incredible in that. I mean, all the champions, there are not so many. You're not so many. But, I mean, I can see it with Serena also, because, when you don't have the right to fail, it's the highest possible pressure also to
Exactly. But the
experience.
best thing that can happen to a person like myself is that I do fail. Because by failing, it's going to allow me to ascend to the height that is so high that I can't even measure the length of it. My failures are my successes.
Yeah, this is a real, very interesting subject, because you are the king of resilience, I mean, you had ups that were incredibly up, downs that were incredibly down, but you always came back. And this is incredible. Now, I mean, you said in 2005 that your life was a waste and you were a failure because you were going through a tough time. And 15 years after, you look so happy. You look much more mature, much more composed. You have a great family. You bring back a great business. I mean, that's incredible.
You know, Patrick, in order to be a good entertainer, really, you got to be a good actor, too. So that's what this is all about, entertainment. All sports, it's entertainment. It's all about entertainment. And sometimes you have to You have to make your own comeback. You have to kill yourself, make it appear that you're dead to set up for your return. It's
That's a
almost
good
like
one.
the Count of Monte Cristo.